This is lesson 9.1, starting on page 627, reflections. For number 1, copy the figure in the given line of reflection, then draw the reflected image in this line using a ruler. So the process for this is to, from a vertex, draw a line perpendicular to the line of reflection, and to copy the distance from that line to from the pre-image and then to the image. So f prime would end up here. It's equidistant from the line of reflection. D prime, since it's on the line of reflection, will remain on the line of reflection. And then C prime, so I want to copy the distance over to the other side, perpendicular to the line of reflection. So C prime would be here. And then you just connect your vertices. So for number 3, I want a line perpendicular to the line of reflection, copy the distance to the other side, so Z prime would be here, and W prime let's back up, do that again. So Z prime would end up here, W prime would end up here, X prime would end up here, and W prime here. Not exact, but let's see if I could do that a little better. See, Z prime is here, and then W prime would end up over here. There, that's better. Graph triangle ABC in its image in the given line. So we have triangle ABC graphed here. We have the line y equals -2. So from the origin down 2, we want to reflect our pre-image in this line. So since B is on the line of reflection, B prime will also be on the line of reflection. A is 3 above the line, so we want to go 3 below the line for A prime. And C is 4 above the line, so we want to go 4 below the line for C prime. And then we can just connect our vertices. For number 7, graph each figure and its image under the given reflection triangle XYZ with vertices x 0, 4, y -3, 4, and z -4, -1 in the y-axis. So first we would plot our pre-image. So x is at 0, 4. Y is at -3, 4. And z is at -4, -1. So here's our pre-image, and we want to reflect this in our y-axis, so our vertical axis. So x prime would end up where it's at, since it's on the line of reflection. Y prime, since it's 3 to the left, then we want to go 3 to the right of our reflection line. And z is 4 to the left, so we want to go 4 to the right of the y-axis. And then we can just connect our vertices like so. For number 9, we want to reflect our quadrilateral JKLM in the line y equals x. So the line y equals x would be the line right here. So we want to reflect through that line. And our pre-image is at J, negative 3, 1. And K, negative 1, 3. And L, 1, 3. And M, negative 3, negative 1. So here's our preimage. And to reflect in the line y equals x, the rule is xy will map onto yx. So we just flip-flop our coordinates. So for example, for L, instead of 1, 3, we'd now be at 3, 1. For K, instead of negative 1, 3, we're now at 3, negative 1. J is negative 3, 1, so now we're at 1, negative 3. And M is at negative 3, negative 1, so now we're at negative 1, negative 3. Like so. For number 11, we're back to copying the figure and the given line of reflection and drawing the reflected image in this line using a ruler. And I apologize for using the software that I do. It's hard to make straight lines here, but the concept is what is most important. You would start at a vertex, draw a line perpendicular to the line of reflection, measure the distance to that vertex, and then copy that distance over to the other side. So that would be your image of J. Since M is on the line of reflection, it will remain on the line of reflection. For K, a line perpendicular, and whatever the distance to K is here, it would be equidistant from the line on the other side, so there would be K prime, and the same with L. And then you connect your vertices. So something like that. See if I can use this tool, see if it works better. So perpendicular to the line, equidistant on the other side. Same with B. Perpendicular and equidistant. So B is going to end up right about there. D would be here. And C here. A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. And for 15, so Z equidistant on the other side, and Y equidistant there. Z and I'm getting these as close as possible, but you would actually once again measure the distance to X from this line and then copy that distance measure over to here, and that's where X prime would be at. For number 17, when a ball is rolled or struck without spin against the wall, it bounces off the wall and travels in a ray that is the reflected image of the path of the ball if it had gone straight through the wall. So basically, if you want to find out where it would end up, or if you want to end up at a certain point, then draw the reflection through the line, and then you can connect the starting point to that reflection, and by doing so you will find out where to strike the wall in order for it to bounce to the correct position. So number 17, Abby is playing indoor soccer and she wants to hit the ball to point C, but must avoid an opposing player at point B. She decides to hit the ball at point A so that it bounces off the sidewall. Draw a diagram that shows the exact point along the top wall for which Abby should aim. So we would start with our wall here, and where we want the ball to end up, point C, and we want to go around the opposing player B, and we are starting at point A. So to end up at this point, I would draw the reflection of that point through my wall, and then I would connect my starting point to that reflection, and by doing so I see that I need to hit the wall at this point. Oops. So this shows that I would hit the ball and it would bounce off. If I hit at this point, it would bounce off and end up at point C. For 18 through 23, graph each figure and its image in the given line. So for number 19, it says triangle ABC through the given line x equals -1. So x equals -1. If our y-axis is here, we go to the left of the y-axis 1 unit. So that would be my line, x equals -1. And to reflect through this line, my reflection will be equidistant from that line. So if A is here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left of this line, then I want to go 4 to the right of the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be right about here. Since B is on the reflection line, then B prime will also be. And C is 1, 2, 3 to the left, so I want to go 3 to the right of the line. And then connect my vertices. For 21, I want to reflect JKLM through the line y equals 4. So y equals 4 would be from the x-axis up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my reflection line is here. And now equidistant from that line. So M is 2 below the line, so I want to go 2 above the line for M prime. J is 1, 2, 3, 4, so I want to go 4 below. L is 1 above the line, so I want to go 1 below the line. And K is 4 above, so I want to go 4 below for K prime. And then I can connect my vertices. And that would be my image. For number 23, I want to reflect wx, y, z and the line x equals -2. So I want to go 2 to the left of the y-axis. So that would be my line, x equals -2. And then equidistant from this line on the other side. So w prime would remain where it's at. X is 7 to the right, so x prime will be 7 to the left. Y is 6 to the right, so I want to go 6 to the left. And z is 2 to the right, so I want to go 2 to the left for z prime. And then connect my vertices. For number 29, graph each figure and its image under the given reflection. So for 29, it's triangle STU and the line y equals x. So I would start with my vertices. S is -3, -2. And T is -2, 3. And U is 2, 2. And I'm wanting to reflect this in the line y equals x. And the rule is xy maps onto yx. So for S, my coordinates were -3, -2. So now I want to go to -2, -3. So there's S prime, and you can see that it's equidistant from the reflection line as S. And then for T, my coordinates were -2, 3, so now I want to go 3, -2. And T and T prime are also equidistant from this reflection line. And U, since it's on the reflection line here, it will remain on the reflection line. And then connect your vertices. So something like this.